to really do my job is kind of a stretch compared to heroes like, you know, DK or DP that immediately start getting their objectives once they have levels.
I would definitely agree usually, but I think when you're playing versus PL, any amount of net worth is going to make you pretty much useful to your team.
Well, how are we feeling about these lane matchups, by the way? Because top, you have got what is surely going to be a trade warfare, although Allaince is beating the crap out of FNG. This is starting to look like the Bane was definitely the right choice up top. Like, they just, they can't approach him.
So, first and foremost, FNG started with Impetus. He didn't start with Nature's Attendance, which is kind of out there. It's a different approach to the lane, definitely. Especially because you aren't really going to out-trade a Bane with a Brain Sap early on. You know, you can see how heavily he's losing these trades. So maybe starting with Nature's Attendance like everyone else does would be a bit better. I'm not sure. It's his option, obviously. Ricky usually is considered stronger versus Mars, but it also depends on your side support. He doesn't have any nuker type of support, such as Lich or Oracle there to support him. Instead, he has an Enchantress.
Yeah, and you can actually just see that both of them are harassing Bane in return. He's still trading favorably. Just 4 armor on this hero, 64 damage. It's not an easy hero to bully out of lane. This was why Bane always got picked. And bot lane's where they strike. Nigma goes down. I don't think they'll be able to always want to fly in return, though. So it looks like they'll be able to back away a little.
He has a Fairy Fire, a Healing Salve.
He has a few ways of living.
Yeah, definitely. It's they are pushing in. And it looks like handsken will cancel that pull. So, because of that, Enigma will get a lot of farm out of this and a lot of levels.
Meanwhile, on the mid, everything's pretty chill so far, more or less even on the CS. Who do you think has more kill potential here? It's got to be Lina at 6, right? But before that, do you think there's an opportunity for Limp to outplay?
I mean, you have to also consider the fact that there's an Earth Spirit in the match, right? It's very easy for handsken to make a rotation towards the mid lane, and then this Lina might be in problems. And I would be really surprised if he didn't do so, just because he has an Enigma on the offlane. S4 at some point can be left alone.
That's a fair point, and I think that's why Fly to Moon put this ward down near their outpost to spot any potential rotation coming out.
Exactly. It's one of those wars that you have to plant versus your Earth Spirits, versus your Miranas, you know, these sort of heroes that you know are bound to rotate towards mid.
And what lane do we expect people to pivot around? Like, is it going to be the traditional factor of Fly to Moon will play towards top because they've got this Mars combo in the top lane? Whereas you'll just see the traditional trade? Or do you think there's more impetus on one team holding up their tier 1s earlier than the other? Like, who needs to buy time, I guess is the point I'm getting at here.
I mean, usually when you see a PL in a game, right, you're thinking about buying time for that PL so that he gets all his items, so that he comes online. Always want to fly is a little bit deep, but should be fine.
Meanwhile, on the top, they did finally force a low heart dance back, but this is the, I call this the Skywrath experience, because that's always the traditional one for this. Okay, even if you kill him, it will immediately come back and harass you. This is probably your best case scenario if you're Allaince, having him walk all the way back.
Yeah. FNG actually went with 2 levels of enchant and 1 level of impetus, not even leveling up the attendance. Now with that creep, however, this becomes a different lane. This becomes a completely different lane, and Bane is gonna struggle. But Mars is having a blast. Both of these side lanes, when you look at it, are going Fly to Moon's favor.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping the pressure on. And actually, Allaince, the ones diving here as they try and go on general. And FNG, he knows what's gone wrong here. They'll jump in to try and finish him off, but there it is. Mars gets the kill. We'll go down afterwards. Favorable trade for Allaince.
It's a good trade for Allaince. Mars did get the majority of the experience that was of those creeps that were dying under the tower, right? So that's kind of good. It's not like he died and then he lost 2 waves under the tower. So overall, it's not too bad for general as well.
Yeah, and from Alliance's perspective, that's probably the best case scenario for trying to get a kill in that situation, right? You had what I'd like to call the 2.5 headdresses, the satyr. Without that sort of regen, you probably would have ended up feeding 2 kills.
And the headdress on Enchantress as well, right? So both of these heroes, both of these units bringing you a lot of regen, that is.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you have to visualize the power of some of these creeps. Just imagine if Enchantress had another 2 headdresses in her inventory. That's what the Satyr was doing for them.
Who needs attendance, right? When you have a satire and headdress, that's it.
I mean, any
This
of these
creep
creeps are
hits
good.
a lot, man. Yeah. It took a while for people to catch up to the fact how hard these creeps actually hit, right? If you level up enchant, those creeps are strong, man. It's very easy to just, even if you're not harassing, it's very easy to take one creep, send it on a side lane, and creep skip with it. You can kill a wave easily with it if you kite properly. That is.
Yeah, I remember when I first played Enchantress recently. It'd been over a year since I last done it. I'd totally forgotten about the extra
Bottom
damage.
lane, S4.
Oh, that's a trade. Ooh, there we go. 1 for 1.
Actually, yeah, but he gets experience, right? He gets
That's true.
experience for the Phoenix. Phoenix died first, so pretty solid for S4. Overall, I'm not sure if this bottom lane really went the way they imagined it to. Now, Enigma and Mars, you can see that they're kind of on the same level when it comes to CS. But I just have a feeling that S4 could have done so much more if he just played around the lane equilibrium. They tried to go for these kills a few times and it backfired.
That's the thing, right? You pick Enigma because you know no one can really stop him from getting his gold, right? He'll deny creeps, he'll draw the lane in, he should get his CS early. Whereas, you know, Mars, you'd expect him to actually have to work a little bit harder.
You can see Handsken, how he's positioned around mid. This is what we were talking about, but I believe they know about this. They've pinged it out. He did show himself. He wasn't aware that the tower sees him there, I guess.
Oh, they're pinging it. Yep, Iceberg knows. And with the assistance of Aloha dance, they'll just be able to zap him down and make him pay.
Yeah, that was a very strange mistake. I don't know why he, like, if you look between tier 1 and tier 2 on the mid lane, there's that path you have to take to stay out of vision. But you can't take it without smoke, right? You kind of, if you want to get to the other side, you need to have a smoke. And he stepped out of boundaries. They saw him. Top lane, General.
On ordinary from Handsken. General, he's pretty much as good as gone. Final Limp just comes out, gets rid of him. Lower dance. Oh, they can't get in front of him with the Satyr creep. He should be able to move away. Or will he? This was a little bit risky, but Lower dance, he done the maths.
I think if they had mana on Satyr for one more nuke, they would have downed him, but they didn't have the mana, so they let him go. Also, man, it's so shitty to play Mars versus Ricky. It's so shitty. Like, first in the lane, you can't really do a lot to him. He can dodge your spear in multiple ways, and then after all that is said and done, your arena is just completely useless versus Ricky. He can just blink out of it or tricks of trade out of it.
Yeah, and it's a hard hero to burst down, right? You can't win an attrition war with Ricky. He just has such high HP regen and armor. It's a rough one for Mars, especially ever since they decreased the size of his mana pool, making him a very dumb boy. And FNG's just chilling in their jungle as well. It's like, oh, no chance Mars is gonna, supplement his farm here. This all belongs to me. There's a rotation coming out from Limp to the top lane as well. Wants to get his
They're
value
really pressuring top.
I mean, they got that tower down to half health already. And Lower dance will go down. Thunder God's Wrath will reveal what's happening. Phoenix will cancel the TP, and that might actually secure at least another quarter of this health on this tower.
Yep. He had the regeneration rune as well on the Zeus, so he's gonna use it to scout out for some wards a little bit, go back mid. But they're really, really wailing on the top lane. They're pressuring it hard. This should be a very early tier 1 falling here.
I mean, they have to, right? If you look at the way their lineup functions, we already highlighted this, is if you get hyper late game scenario, you're against a PL. So Allaince, really well done to identify that they are on the clock when it comes to, your optimal finish time.
General actually has a tree, right? He has an ironwood tree. I would love to see some plays around that, like some spear into the tree. That would be cool.
All right, so
you can do that, right?
Yes, there's like a few ridiculous ones, right? So the one that people always think about is treeing because you can run across trees, but the other ones
timber
are
chain, right?
Mars, yep, timber chain, Mars, Wind Ranger as well because you can
lane?
shackle shot behind. Oh, Spirit will go down, and they're taking this outpost. Black hole. Oh no, they captured it. S4, they might still get the kill, but they did not stop the XP from going across. Actually, Limp needs to be careful. He'll be nightmared up. Iceberg does not have the Laguna, so it might be risky to turn around this. But there's a light strike array through, and the right click should be enough to bring down the Zeus. I like that reset,
was-
by the way.
That was a really good turn. Top lane as
Oh.
well.
By the way, did you notice that with the... I didn't actually realize that with Ancient Creeps. If the person who originally aggro dies, they immediately just default back to their camp. Because that would have killed Lina.
Yeah, I mean, eye for an eye, you know, you hit the Ancient, he hits back. If you died, he's fine. Like, if you kill the person that attacked the Ancients, he actually becomes your friend. He follows you around.
No, that's certain heroes when they get certain abilities, sir.
No,
That's
no, no.
Enchantress at 20.
Trust
That's
me.
different.
Trust me. If you hit an Ancient and then someone kills you, the Ancient becomes their friend. It becomes their ally. 100%.
You sure it's not like just a temporary truce? You know, one of those moments where it's like, tomorrow I will kill you, but today you live.
Probably it's like that. Also, Phoenix, it might be in some problems. Bottom lane, handsken is rotating in. But man, this is actually a fantastic Phoenix game. Let's see if they can kill him.
Bird say no, bird leave. They might get the tower, though. I mean, they got the Eidolons, and they kept the Catapult alive with 2 HP. Yeah, that's gone.
This tower should fall. Mid lane as well is being pressured by Allaince. They're doing a lot of work across the map, pressuring Fly to Moon really hard this early on.
Always want to fly. He might be forced to egg or accept death here. Nope, no chance. Limp wants the free gold.
Man, I was really about to praise him. I was really about to praise him that he has died only 2 times so far in 11 minutes.
He's got to
There
live
he
up to his
goes.
moniker. You know how this works, Liz. There's one consistency in CIS. It's the nickname he was given.
Always want to die.
Yup, it's his birth name. Mid lane.
Mid lane, iceberg.
They're going to get him low, but Limp just out of range. And he isn't going for an Aether. He's actually going for the Yules build here.
I'm actually looking forward to these next couple of minutes because they should be teamfight packed. You have Mars ulti, you have Phoenix ulti, you have that black hole as well in a minute. So we should
boy.
see some action.
You mean I get to do my job, Liz?
Yeah.
Finally. To freeload now. I was like, is this just going to be a 30-minute chill fiesta?
Stop.
I'll make Lizard do all the work. Here we go. Marina goes down, but actually General's the one being pressured here.
I mean, it's not that great for Fly to Moon what's happening right now. Allaince is really outmaneuvering them. They're taking all the control of the map. There is a smoke mid lane though.
And they go. Oh,
there
he's like, sorry, I may look like an old man with arthritis, but don't worry, I've rejuvenated my speed.
And he gets awards. Man,
Oh, God,
that's
that's
so
gonna
sad.
hurt.
Yeah.
Like, look at the sentry commitment from them as well. They've been so busy trying to keep control of vision from this Zeus on the mid lane.
I'm curious, like this. I guess Bane is just 5. That's pretty much what it is. Aloha Dance is their 4-player, but he has to be 5 in this game. There's no way. There's no way they let Phoenix be 4.
Oh, here we go. They're trying to go in on the V2. He'll be able to actually get the kill on the Limp, and it looks like they'll be able to move away. Cover will always want to fly. Will there be a turnaround? Handsken considers rolling in, but realizes it's too little too late without your Zeus.
They can jump him. They have smoke.
And they go. Roll in on him, and bye-bye, birdie.
Yep. I mean, it's... Look, Always Wanna Fly needs to be actually a little bit more careful here, because if he truly is the position 4, he can't be dying like 15 times in this game like he usually does. He really has to pace himself and do the right moves.
Arena. There we go. FNG is going to get caught, and they're going to skewer themselves some venison.
The grip was also used.
Yeah,
the grip was used, but...
But now, did Allaince notice it? I think they did. They just want to go in.
They know, because nikkobaby cancelled it with smokescreen.
All right, well, they're actually going to pin nikkobaby right now. There's an army creep stealing him. S4, uh-oh, he's gone. He tried to move away, too separate from the team. They'll go into Lina now, and looks like they should be able to bring Iceberg down, but no, he might not tick out. They need to renew it. There'll be a TP out just in time. They got greedy. They didn't want to actually finish the kill, and as a result, handsken will go down as well. Whoops.
It looks like both of these teams are not playing around their strengths, but around enemies' weaknesses, right? They're trying to force these fights on heroes that don't really want to be forced to use their big ultis alone. Like on top lane, they force General to use his ulti. Then here, the PL forces S4 to either use the ulti or die. Top lane, Limp.
And he's been caught out. Iceberg can just run him down with the right clicks. But there it is. Enchant just in time allows Limp to get out of range, but a lower dance and hot pursuit. However, Zeus is a bit too fast with the windlace.
About General.
In the mid lane, General has been caught. No mana to work with. Nikkobaby finally has that defusal online. This is where Allaince can start to just ramp up that aggression further.
Yeah. I love how Limp tried to secure that kill. Another Thunder God's Rat used. I mean, he did secure Phoenix twice, I think, so far.
Yeah,
right?
this is competitive play. It's definitely securing. We don't get to refer to it as kill stealing in this playground.
Not. Of course not.
Except from if you're on the team. The players can refer to it. Nikkobaby's like, Limp, stop kill stealing, bud. I need a BKB.
Actually went for a blink next. So he's not going for any utility type of a build, you know, that Enigma sometimes used to do.
I think he's scarred over that experience of the last fight, right? Where they got so separated, he's just on an island alone. He's like, if I could just blink away.
Yeah, blink on Enigma is amazing. The only question is, will he be able to utilize it to get those big black holes?
Oh, the supports have met each other. The hard dance being burst down a little bit. FNG will look to move away, but running on him. With the defusal out, he's just gone. Iceberg secures the kill.
Yeah.
But they are
Ricky's
darn
behind.
Yeah, but what can Ricky do here? I don't think they want to fight at all. Like, S4 is just continuing to push. He's not arriving for this fight at all. The Blink Dagger is now arriving, so he can TP now. This might be go. They're moving in, and there's the arena going down. I'm going to trap them all in the egg as well, but there's the black hole from S4 catching on all of them, but it's not going to be good enough. Gets cancelled out. Can they do enough damage? Nope. Handsken's going to fall. They're going to lose S4 as well, and that was meant to be their big power spike. That was meant to be their moment to shine, but just too little, too late. Not only will they lose multiple heroes, they're going to lose the top tower as well.
Yeah, so this was my concern, right? Like, you get this blink on Enigma, but there's way too many spells that can stop it. Plus, your team cannot fight under the egg. So as long as there's Phoenix's egg, even if you use that black hole, if you didn't catch the Phoenix before he used the egg, you are losing that team fight. That's what happened to Allaince. Plus, you must initiate first. You can't be initiated on. I think that's also a very big problem. Ricky wasn't around. He was kind of struggling to get to the fight. Zeus got jumped on. Just everything went poorly for Allaince.
That's the baffling part to me, right? Is they retreat like that, and it's almost like you can imagine that the talk in the team chat is, I've almost got blink, I've almost got blink. But you just got to cut and run at that point. You realize it's way too late to arrive in time.
Yeah, I really think the best thing for Allaince to do is to just get these small little pick-offs, you know? Itsy bitsy here, a little bit there. Get some Phoenix on top lane, then perhaps a Phoenix on the bottom lane again. You know,
I feel like you're targeting someone out here, Liz. Like, I can't quite put my finger on it.
Just chase him around. That's it.
Benny Hill's theme tune gets slapped on. S4 with Invis rune. They don't really care about him as much. He hasn't got that black hole for 100 seconds, so whether they know he's here or not is of little regard. And it's getting a bit concerning because V-Tune's going to have that Yasha soon, and that's, I mean, we've already seen how hard he hits in these fights, and we've seen how hard it is for Allaince to fight into them 5-on-5. But the smoke. Fly to Moon are ready to party again. This is what you do to Enigma lineups when they don't have that black hole. You just run at them constantly. And S4, uh-oh. You know what? I appreciate this from him, Liz. He's realized without black hole, I don't really do anything. So I'm just going to be an invisible ward running around the map.
Mid lane.
Handsken will be burnt down and killed off. They're trying to hunt forward looking for Limp, but they don't have a blink dagger in general yet, so instead they'll just take the tier 1 tower.
Allaince is in a really rough spot right now. Enigma without the black hole, yeah, it's concerning, definitely.
Well, they find Mars. He's getting greedy. They were waiting for that the whole time, and now they'll look to move away. They're pretty stacked here, but V-Tune just Hood reducing so much of this damage coming out from Limp makes it very hard for them to pick him off.
They got what they came for. They came for the tier 1, and maybe if someone sticks their head out, they'll get another kill. They didn't. They lose the Mars, but I think they're fine with that trade. Now, Allaince, again, they're on a hunt. They don't have black hole yet, though.
No, they don't. Nightmare's going to come out. They're trying to D-ward. FNG's just being burst down very casually. They don't even have to commit hard. I feel like this is really well played from Fly to Moon, because you see where their sentries are all times, right? It's on their side of the map because they know that Allaince have to come to them. That Allaince are on the clock. And it's catching them out time and time again.
They're definitely setting the perimeter right. They're playing around these areas that are safe for them to play in, and they aren't really stepping out of boundaries way too much. That's what's happened on the mid tier 1. They take it general, kind of goes too deep, he dies, but they don't get baited into these unnecessary moves, right? On the side of Allaince, though, yeah, they lose FNG, but it's really not a big deal as well. It's an Enchantress. His job at this point really is to run in first and give info, and if he dies, he dies.
Yeah, to put it in one word for you, Sprink, which means be annoying in every way possible. I guess the bigger concern is that you're bringing all your heroes to hunt and then failing, right? Because we can see in the net worth the disparity between the two POS ones right now, and it just seems to be growing.
That's the standard thing, really. Ricky versus PL, and it's not like Ricky is buying an item that's going to help him accelerate his farm.
Well, he is after the BKB, but that's a long way off.
That's what I'm talking about. BKB doesn't help you farm. It helps you in team fights, and that's it. It won't allow you to accelerate your farming potential, right? Yes. While on PL, even if he gets this Yasha, it helps him. You know, Manta also helps him. Every single item that he gets kinda makes him faster and faster when it comes to accumulating gold.
Okay, but here you go, Liz. This is the plan, right? Is he's gonna get this BKB, and when things get a bit flopped over, it's not going well for Allaince. They've got a backup plan if you can just get a Battle Fury after that. It's fine. You just have to hold out for 10 more minutes against this lineup that won't come to you. And instead, they go to him on the Mars. They actually bat him away because they were scared of the arena coming out. And now the punishment will be there as there's a Yules on a handsken. No chance he'll make it out of this in one piece. They just burn him down and hunt forward for more. But they won't be able to find it. There's a blink away in time by S4.
I'm not sure. Maybe they expected to find Lina there or any similar target. You really don't want to jump on Mars that has Helm of Hood of Defiance, sorry, and he's right next to the tier 2. That's not the target you were searching for. That's why they also didn't use the black hole.
Yeah, not to mention, even on top of that, having the Essence Ring. Like, this is a tanky boy. This is... we said it already. You should probably just try and pick off Phoenix. He's an easier get. Even though he has 2k HP on this bird.
Yeah, even Phoenix is getting tanky. Tankier and tankier. He's moving towards the halberd, which is a pretty solid pick for Phoenix. Because you can use it on a target that annoys you the most when you use that egg, and then suddenly your egg is uncontested. Bottom lane.
Yep, they get him. They got the sentry down. The Fiend's Grip comes out, and bye-bye nikkobaby. Handsken tried to save the day, but too little too late.
He was there with the silence. You saw that, right? But
just a fraction of a second.
Yeah, a little bit too late, sadly, for Ricky. No? He is getting closer to the BKB, 600 gold more or less on the Ricky Maru, and after that they can fight. They'll definitely start to search these fights, but look at this Zeus though. That's an issue as well.
That's not the item you want to see him being built, right? You're like, well, we need more damage on Zeus, but Limp right now he's crapping it. He's like, nope, they just jump me every time. I need to be as far away from the engagement as possible.
I mean, I can see why he's buying it. Definitely.
But it doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel great. It's not gonna give you any capabilities that will give you more damage, and that's what you really need. You need more damage to take down Vitune.
You know, I figured out, right? Maybe Admit, it's just simply he's identified he's not kill stealing enough with Thunder God's Wrath. If you just blink in and get that final zap, get 1-2 extra kills.
Basically what they're getting is these items that are just going to allow them to fight. And the question is, will they have enough damage in these fights afterwards? Ricky, DD.
Yep, Vengeance found on lower dance. Yules comes out though. Iceberg says, okay, eye for an eye. We're going to kill this guy. I should get FNG instead. nikkobaby needs an escape plan, but there is no way out of this. There's nothing nearby. Finally, we'll see the creeps, but too little too late. They'll hunt for FNG as well. In the meantime, Limp does manage to take down V2. Big target for them on the top lane.
Yeah, they use the black hole on him as well. Carry for carry, but a really big ultimate used on the side of Allaince, and that's that black hole. Yeah, Mars did use the arena, but it's like, what, 75 seconds versus 160, so, you know. Fly to Moon, I think Fly to Moon is definitely happier with that. Also, FNG in that fight, he moves in front of the spear, right, to take the spear instead of the Ricky, and he thought that he will save nikkobaby that way, but nikkobaby sadly did not have Tricks of Trade to get out of the arena.
Yeah, and they had nothing nearby to blink to. Everything that was in range was inside the arena. In fact, at one point, I believe Iceberg was just ensuring he didn't get too close, so there was no blink out.
Yep. That blink is now ready on Mars as well, so you get an additional way of initiating.
Yeah, not that they're struggling with it right now, considering Allaince time and time again just kind of running into General's open arms as he waits. You know? Just a loving partner at home, you know. Allaince returns from the war and they're just there greeting them. Finally, you're home. Probably not the right comparison.
Do you whack meepos, by the way? Do you play these games?
I do sometimes play it because, like, so do you ever do it to just demoralize people? Like, you see someone playing it and they're like pretty slow, and then you just bam, 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 and then just put a smile in the chat.
You're so good, amazing. Tell me more, Chad KP, about how you own plebs.
Like, it's all about aim training. You know, you gotta use your aim labs and everything else. We can make you an FPS god if you want, Liz. You know, so you've given so many years of your life to Dota. Okay, why not give some to CS:GO?
So you can't win Dota, but you can at least win the mini games, right? That's it. Did you consider going pro and whack a meepo?
Oof! Why you gotta hurt me like this, Liz? All right, I'll have you know, I've been cheesing my games recently, cheesing them. Pick same hero over and over again. Not winning everything, but get there.
Nothing wrong with that. Cheesing a little bit here and there. It's fine.
It's kind of a mixed experience at the moment because you got all those returning players who've been away for a long time. They're like, "Ooh, battle pass. I must play techies to get a battle pass level." No, God, no.
Dude, I won with techies mid like a few days ago. On like 7k average. Yeah, techies mid, 7k average, we won. I don't know what's happening in Dota anymore.
That person just types in chat, "Sorry, haven't played for 2 years. Victory feels somewhat sour." Smoke coming out from Fly to Moon, though. They're like, okay, time to take a venture into Alliance's side of the map. You know, we don't even need the best vision in the game anymore because we're just powerful. And they have the high ground. Oh, Anakin, don't do it.
That's the thing, right? Fly to Moon, they are itemizing to kill, while Allaince is itemizing to survive. That, like, you can see there's a flaw in somewhere there, because Ricky needs his BKB, Nigma needs his BKB, Zeus needs his blink, you know, just to be able to survive in the fights. And Ricky,
Ricky can't even get the BKB. He's gone. General, he thought about using the arena. He actually holds on to it in the end. Handsken does get away, but that secures the Roche, and they got the pristine target on the side of Allaince as they take out Ricky.
Straight into the pit. You know, the thing is, maybe if you have an Enigma there, he would send some Eidolons, or maybe Enchanters could have sent some creep first, but they didn't.
That is a fair point. I don't want to, you know, goad him too much, but we have seen S4 in that bot lane a lot.
S4?
And this is... All right, well, he's not in the bot lane anymore, but he's definitely not on the map at all at this point.
Oh, man. He's making some interesting moves. Let's put it that way, this game. He had a couple. He really did.
It's and like he's showing some bluffs at them, right? Like, come on, fight me, jump on me. And they're like, okay. And they just, Allaince as a team are going, S4, what was that? It's like, they called my bluff.
I mean, there definitely is a little bit of that as well. There's a lot of players that sometimes you make this move that might look bad, but it's only bad in your level, in which, you know, if you're a bit lower ranked, that's what I mean. I'm not dissing anyone.
Are you saying they think Fly to Moon are not professional players? Because they're doing a number in Alliance right now. Oh, I suppose BKB, but okay, well... You know, we say things like that, then they miss the tree, but it just doesn't matter at this point.
I was just generally talking about your average viewer and pubs. I wasn't really talking about these two teams. It's just that there are some moves that in lower ranks might look stupid and might not work, but in higher ranks they're gonna work 9 out of 10 times because it's a different game that's being played.
Yeah, I feel like the reason I highlighted Team Secret and how they make Enigma work recently is because whenever you see them play it, there isn't many black holes across the course of the game. They maximize the threat, right? They never use it unless it's absolutely paramount to win a fight. Because the moment you do, your opponents are just going to wail on you for the next 2 minutes.
And because they're Team Secret as well.
Yes.
And
whereas
they play correctly.
is channeling Team Secret in his brain, but it's not quite Team Secret levels with his body.
He almost does have that BKB. After this creep wave, it is completed. and this is pretty much the go time for S4 and the boys. There's a BKB on Ricky that's been unused. There's a BKB on it. Nigma that's flying over, so they must get some good fights now. The only problem is there's an Aegis.
That's true. But there's a fair point to be had here, Liz. You're right about these BKBs. One of them will be able to press their BKB. Only one person can be Fiend's Grip. So they'll finally get to use those items they just picked up.
I think you just start a fight with Thunder God's Wrath, you scout out Bane, and then you jump in with Enigma on everyone else while Ricky controls the Bane.
And we're just seeing how annoying Phoenix can always be. I love the position in general, by the way. He realizes there's probably a backstab coming in. Not just because there's a Ricky on the enemy team.
I mean, they also planted that ward, right? So that's the usual move. If someone is pressuring down the bottom tier 3, it's a very difficult tower to take because there's always a possibility of a wraparound. Enigma, there is a smoke from S4. Can he get anything here?
V2 don't always want to fly on the high ground, though. They're trying to cut that back line. We've seen what they do to Limp if they can catch on to him, but they do get revealed. Smoke bought by Bane. And Fly to Moon, they pounce. BKB trying to move away. S4 moves forward with the BKB used as well. He doesn't want to commit the block cold for just Iceberg alone. He's trying to blink block him. He might better get out. X going to go down in the meantime. Handsken rolls right through. So it looks like Fly to Moon, the main team fight component, has been dodged, but now the arena's going to be there on the side. They'll find Lina. BKB from nikkobaby. General trying to get out of his own arena. He doesn't want to stand here and fight, but V2's willing to do so. S4 doesn't use the black hole. He was going in for a moment. The Nightmare's going to come out. Buyback's going to be used on both sides. Lina's back in the fight. The Laguna to get Ricky down to half HP. The bash straight away as well. They're going to get him. He's gone. Ricky's dead. Down for 50 seconds. The Fiend's Grip as well. The follow-up is there. S4, no one to fight with him anymore as he will fall. And FNG, well, you're a POS 5. We'll allow you to have that excuse as he'll be found on the side as the final pick off. The tips come out as well. It's just like Fly to Moon is standing there going, so was this move your plan, FNG? Was this one your idea? It's not going to work.
Like, they know him, right? The CIS blood runs through them all, and they know what's up. It's such a hard fight for Allaince to take. They know that there's an Aegis on PL, so you can't use that black hole on him. You want to kill off the Lina, and they do manage to kill off Lina without using the black hole. But the BKBs have been used, right? So you're kind of useless in Enigma at that point, because even if he close around the Bane, the Lina bought back as well, and he has the stun, he has the use to deal with you as well.
Well, they're pinging that Lina. There's an opportunity
no
here.
buyback.
Exactly. And it's 5 seconds. If Fly to Moon hangs around, S4, the question is, can he get the godly black hole, or will he be baited into a flex moment again that doesn't work? It looks like they're going to back away.
Yeah. They just back out. They took only the range Raxes, right? They didn't take the melee. Because of that, Allaince is not truly satisfied, but they're fine with it. Maybe they can live to fight another day now.
Not satisfied. They're not entertained at all. They're going to move forward. They're actually angry. They want to take their frustration out on a low dance. They do reveal him for a moment, but this little guy's a little bit too fast. The roll through is finally going to be there, and they will abandon the Bane. Just to remind everyone that he is the POS 5, even though it's called a lower dance. You've never seen a team run away from their teammates so quickly. And Handsken, he's looking. Always want to fly. TP out. They will not commit a black hole for that.
He's fine. There's still the possibility of Sunray, TP. Some things have been changed, but that hasn't been nerfed yet. I think it's a decent mechanic to leave in the game. Kind of.
It's reasonable.
Yeah, it gives the hero a little bit higher skill cap as well. So
By the way, we're
nice
seeing where Earth Spirit feels most useful is. You just need to be running from your base to the enemy base. Zoom, zoom. And they're going to smoke up.
With that level 10 talent, right? He's very fast.
It's pretty insane.
They saw the PL bottom, but you can see how careful V-Tune is. He instantly rotates away from it, TPs.
Oh, General's also waiting here as well.
You don't see anyone on the map. If you don't see anyone on the map, of course you're gonna go back as a PL. And General as well is gonna TP away.
Well, the smoke got broke. He didn't see them, but now they can't do anything more. It was running out anyway.
They're also using the scan here on the sideline, as for using Midnight Pulse to try and scout, but they're missing all these moves. So far, Fly to Moon has really been outplaying them, outmaneuvering them at least across the map.
Yeah, most definitely the case.
Aghanim's about to be completed on Lina. like 200 gold away. He doesn't have to save for buyback because he has none, so he'll most certainly finish that off. What's PL got? He's moving towards Abyssal, I suppose. Yep.
You ever convince yourself that's why the people who rage buy back in your game do it? They're like, they're now unshackled about worrying about saving money. They can just buy their next item.
Nah, they're just stupid. That's why they rage buyback. If you rage buyback, you're just stupid. That's it, nothing more.
You have to remind them they're stupid though by tipping them. Thunder God's Wrath reveals what's up, and what is up is Flight of Moon just trying to secure that Roche Pit area for when it does come back up. By the way, look at this. This is impressive. 35 minutes in, S4 has been here quite a while, quite regularly, but they finally get that tier 2 tower out of the way. Maybe took longer than it should have.
He pressured it for a really long time. There's a smoke though. Iceberg is hunting, but I'm not sure they'll find anything with this. You can see that both of these teams, they're not going to be caught by 5-man smokes. It's way too obvious. It's 2020. If you 5-man smoke, look at them. They're just hiding in the base. They're super aware of this happening.
Hey, you got Nigma. If anything, you want them to 5-man smoke you. That means they're probably running at you fast together.
It's just the thing that they really, really need vision on Allaince first. Before this Black Hole is used, they need a vision on the Bane. They need to take care of him somehow. But he has that force as well, so Ricky alone might not be enough.
You said the 5-man smokes are obvious. Is this better? Because nikkobaby's technically semi-smoked, if we think about it that way.
Nikkobaby as well took a Maelstrom, by the way, next. So.
Yeah, Battle Fury seemed a little bit too greedy. In fairness, he's against the PL. Either one's pretty decent when you get the Mjolnir, that is. They're pinging. They know about nikkobaby. They don't want to reveal it, but then it comes off as the sentries. FNG's going to be pinned. Thunder God's Wrath reveals where everyone's standing. And S4, there's a dream black hole waiting there that he'll never achieve. He just has to run away. There was a moment, right?
Yeah. Did you see that rolling boulder from handsken? He was like, nah, not really. I'm not going anywhere.
Jump in. Buyback's going to come out. They've caught the Mars. He hasn't used the arena yet. They need to back away, though. The egg has been committed. If they can actually just force that and then move away, it'd be good. But no, on the back line, handsken went in. Well, that time he did commit with the Remnant. And that means that Allaince will have to probably just back away and let that tier 2 go down. They don't feel confident fighting without handsken.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Maybe, just maybe, if handsken does not die there, they can take a team fight and go after the egg has been committed. But yeah, mid lane.
Oh, look out for him. Ricky's got caught, Laguna, and you're just gone. You activate the BKB to ensure there's no turnaround. And now Ricky dead for 70 seconds without buyback, which should be obvious to them considering his recent purchase. Oh, look at that.
Yule's on.
Roche is up.
Yep. Roche is up. Probably they're going to go for it. Maybe they can pressure high ground, but I don't think you do that. You're playing versus Enigma and Zeus. You just go into the pit, you take the cheese and ages, and then you kind of wrap up the game on the low ground instead. It's such a great pick for Mars as well. Not everyone was buying Yules, let's say a few months ago, but now everyone is. Like, Yules has become a staple item on Mars, and it's such a good pickup. It just allows you to have pretty much a reliable stun, right? You can always blink in, Yules into the spear.
And it gives you some much needed mana and regen, right? On a hero that doesn't have a big mana pool anymore.
Yep.
I remember
Movement speed, regen, everything.
Exactly.
Much. It's such a good item.
Like, I remember when people first started doing it, and there'd be people in chat like, lol, guy doesn't know how to land spears. Like, no, he just wants to make sure he definitely spears everyone, no matter what their state is. But to those of you who are doing your pub games, lol, you can't land spears.
That's why I buy it, right? If I can't land it, just buy Yules. That's it.
Is that your answer to every hero? Damn, I can't land centaurs to stomp. I need to buy a Yules.
Just buy Yules, yeah. There's a magic lamp now on Phoenix. It's such a good item for Phoenix, I swear. Phoenix is one of those heroes.
You're just mashing the R button if you're stunned,
exactly.
Right?
You're just mashing the supernova most of the time, and having that magic lamp is gonna make sure you use that Nova. So it's a pretty good item. What else? Leveler picked up by PL, so it's gonna be easier to take down those buildings as well.
They have got the
One
spell prism on Zeus, so he can put out a lot more damage in these fights.
Like
If he lives long enough.
One big thing that Alliance was missing in this draft is a way to deal with Phoenix, really. Like, to deal with the egg. They have nothing. Usually you see a team at least pick up one of these, let's say a Jug, you know, something, a Weaver, Mirana even, something that has a lot of attack speed and gets near the egg easier.
That's true.
Don't have anything like that.
The other thing to highlight here is this wasn't a gotcha Phoenix pick. They picked this at the start of the draft. It was just dangling there going, counter me the entire time. Maybe that kind of highlights our curiosity earlier about, you know, why they were making Aloha dance to 5, or if it was going to be. Maybe it was once they saw the Phoenix was uncounted, they just went, okay, yeah, this has to be the one getting the farm priority.
Yeah, it's probably that Always Wanna Fly just plays more Phoenix as well, right? So he's sometimes teams do not really a lot of teams do it now, but back in the day when I was playing, at least you would have a 4 and a 5 in a team, and if the guy that's playing 4 is better at the position 5 hero that's picked, then he'd play 5 and position 5 would play 4, whatever. So it's not really anything extraordinary.
How often did that upset you or make you happy because you wanted more gold and more items?
Let's just say I played a lot of Lich. Just put it that way.
Oh god. Back in the days where you got the satisfaction of sacrificing, like what was your preference? Did you like that more? That was like I'm ruining the other person's lane just by using
I enjoyed being
you're a bad person. Oh, spirit. It's gonna be found and left alone. They say nope, we don't know him. You can have him. Hansken's an unwanted child.
He does have a buyback, but
what does it do?
Committed, yeah.
Also, V2 did pick up the moon shard. He's just a machine gun. Just switching the leveler. Come on, go click those buildings. Iceberg found a DD.
He's gonna hit real hard.
Thank you for that top tier analysis.
He's gonna hit so hard, man. Look at
He's gonna click him. There we go. Clicking right now. The Egg's gonna go down. The jump in. The buyback comes out, but Ricky is already dead. And Hansken's far away from the fight. Egg's gonna go pop. And they're ready to go.
They pop their BKBs to try and deal with the Egg, but you can't even kill it. It's level 3 Egg, right? You're not taking it down, especially with the Heaven's Halberd and the Shivas that's about to be completed. And it's just such a rough game to play for Alliance when you really cannot deal with the focal point of the enemy's team fight.
No, and you gotta assume that they must be out of tips on the side of Fly to Moon, because they gotta make S4 feel bad right now. He's 20 seconds without the BKB, and he's not even gonna get to it. They're gonna find him. Oh, the silence is good actually on the Lena. But the arena is down. S4 is trapped in. He has to commit the black hole, but it's not a good one. The feed script immediately wasn't even needed. They just want to make him feel bad about the situation. They pin Zeus down. They kill him off as well. Buyback comes out from Limp and S4. The turnaround opportunity. Or Always Want to Fly. They might better bring him down, but what do you do about V2? This bird is still alive. He's pushing him away with a Havoc Hammer, and the Magnetize will not tick him out. He'll TP out. Oh. Okay, they get him. That was too close for comfort, though. Limp did miss the initial lightning bolt. That will force Fly to Moon back, but Alliance, you are hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, they didn't buy back the Ricky, though. That's kind of a big thing, I guess, you know? They did buy back the Zeus and the Enigma. Ricky, at least, can perhaps get another item for this next fight. How much gold does he have? Yeah, probably not gonna happen.
That's something where you're like, this is good. We saved buyback. Then you look at his guy, went, probably should just let him die, you know?
Yeah, probably not gonna happen. And it's hard, man. Like, what more is there to say here? Aloha Dance is just destroying Enigma, and then no one can deal with the Phoenix's Egg.
Well, Aloha Dance is wasting the entirety of Alliance's time. They will finally be able to get him, but no, they're not going to lose Handsken. I was like, don't you dare try this iceberg. He blinks away. He realizes that actually Hansken's way too tanky.
This is really cool, though. Maybe if Alliance can just break them apart now, you know? Just try to get these pick-offs. Don't allow them to group up. Just break them. Break them right now. Play on their side of the map. Even if you're trading kills, right? Even if you trade like 2 for 1 or 3 for 1, as long as you don't allow them to group up and go on your side of the map, it can be good for you, because realistically at this point they have no other options. They can't wait for the perfect black hole anymore. They can't wait for this perfect setup of a perfect team fight, because it's never gonna come.
So what you're saying is play like you don't have an Enigma.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly. Just go use that black ball on one hero or whatnot. Just play on their side of the map. You really have to. That I feel like that's their only option.
Actually, you know what it is, Liz? They agreed with S4. It's like, all right, S4, you played bot, you got that tier 2 bot. There's a tier 2 top that we could really do with being dealt with. If you want to push in there.
This is a good move from Allaince, but they're so far behind.
And General just charging in. Like a general from the front. You know, you lead from the front, guys. Some deep, inspirational talk coming out.
There's a smoke. They know exactly where Allaince is. They've read them like a book. And they,
yep, look at the
and
wrap
they
around.
somehow, yeah.
If they see S4 first, Fun God's Wrath will reveal and blink away just in time by the Enigma. They know they need to get out.
He saw him.
Oh, no,
He's
the range. He gets in. S4 being brought down. BKB, no, he's got the Laguna. He doesn't have buyback either. They're going to find follow-up maybe on FNG. He's a little bit too tanky, though, with the pipe. Instead, they say maybe just Nightmare him. We'll deal with him later. Why are you even trying to kill? Don't kill Bambi. It's pointless.
He has Witless Shaco.
He's so stupidly tanky.
Yeah, he's like 2.3k HP plus the untouchable. You just ignore Enchantress. That's your best option. Even though I think Vitium can deal with her in a second. He does have a lot of attack speed with the Moon Shard.
But it's like, what does she really do right now? She's a magic resistance aura. Well, PL wants to hit you in the face with physical damage, so whoop-de-doo. They move in. Time to secure some more racks, says Fly to Moon. Nightmare the Enchantress don't even hit her. They're poking and prodding. And it's so simple for Fly to Moon. This is PL's playground. When you reach this point in the game, just stick him on the high ground and watch him. It's not the funnest way to play Dota for yourself, but it's how you get the wins.
He can just use the Doppelgang and send the illusions on the Zeus, on the handsken, and that's how he's gonna zone everyone away.
In general, he's going in, Yules, and they've got the Zeus, Limp, so much of their damage. And just look at FNG. He stares for a second, goes, there's nothing I can do. There's literally nothing. You're dead, Limp. 105 seconds. No buyback. And that's going to be GG, they call it.
Yeah.
Well, credit to Allaince for trying to stick at it, but this one, Liz, this always felt like it was swing of Fly to Moon's favor from about, I don't know, 10 minutes in. 15 minutes maybe. That's stretch.
Yeah, I mean, you really can see ways for Allaince to win this game, but they really have to have a better laning stage. This draft really has to have a better laning stage, and they didn't. They pretty much evened out